Head for the Cure 5K events are not only successful fundraisers in the fight against brain cancer, but unique tributes for those currently fighting this terrible disease and remembering those who have lost their battles. Head for the Cure was started in honor of a man named Chris Anthony. Chris's motto was always keeping the faith. He lived it daily. He signed off every email with keeping the faith. And his faith enabled him to maintain his grace, dignity, courage, and strength throughout his illness. That's why every year we honor brain cancer patients and their loved ones with a special recognition we call Keeping the Faith. Each of their stories is personal and special, and all are inspiring. We have 2 very special Keeping the Faith recognitions today. These recipients were nominated by their loved ones, and we would like to share their stories. Mary Miner. During the end of April, my mother slowly started to experience headaches, dizziness, lethargy, and generalized nausea. She went to the hospital 3 times over the course of a month. They continuously stated she had a sinus infection. Not once was any imaging performed. Finally, after only continuously declining and becoming so weak she could not walk, she was taken to a different hospital and diagnosed with a glioblastoma. That same week, she underwent surgery. 80% of the tumor was removed, but an additional 20% remained around her brainstem. Since then, she has overcome her fear of claustrophobia and endured several radiation and chemo treatments. In the last week of June, she was admitted to the hospital for a UTI. However, when additional imaging was performed, her surgeon stated the previously removed tumor portion had regrown and the part surrounding her brainstem had tripled in size. She was told she had merely a few weeks to live. She decided this was not an option for her. She moved her care to the University of Virginia. After continued reviews of her imaging, her tumor had not grown and only swelling from radiation was present. She is a warrior and has so many loved ones cheering and supporting her. Her greatest wish is to live to meet her future grandchildren, Emma and Gus. Nominated by Katie Miner. Bev Stoos. My mom is no stranger to the struggle that cancer brings. She beat and came out the other side of malignant melanoma, and now she is fiercely fighting glioblastoma multiforme. My mom married her high school sweetheart, my dad Jeff, and had 3 kids. My mom could be found at every sporting event, every birthday party, every broken heart, and questionable decisions that us kids had. She is selfless, a child of God, a farmer's daughter, and one exceptional grandma. She loved riding motorcycles with my dad and friends. She would support any important cause in the community and would literally drop everything to help you, no questions asked. I look back at my childhood now as an adult and am in complete awe of this woman. As I had children of my own, I understood my mother on a whole other level. She's my best friend, someone I don't go a day without talking to. In November of 2019, a day after her dad's birthday in heaven, she had an episode, which is when they discovered she had a GBM. Our world stopped. Our mother, who kept us all together, had cancer again and needed to have surgery immediately. Recovery was tough. She fought her way back to us. She went through countless radiation treatments and chemotherapy. She wears the Optune device daily. Even throughout all of this, she keeps her humor, her faith in God, and loves and checks in on her family. I could go on and on about how magnificent my mother is. She would be so thankful for every one of us out here running or walking for her and other survivors or angels. Mom, I love you to the moon and back, and I will always be here for you through it all. With my love, Cassie. Thank you for your courage and for allowing us to honor you. New this year, the legacy of Love nomination is easily defined by actions of integrity, encouragement, determination, and truly loving and serving others, especially those in need. The recipient of this must have a heart the size of Iowa and a strong desire to encourage and help others. This deserving person must be a leader each day and also have the courage to smile in the midst of adversity. We now like to share their stories. Jeff Stoos. My mother was diagnosed with a glioblastoma in November 2019. My dad, Jeff, her high school sweetheart, never left her side. To this day, he is always there, selflessly taking care of my mother, all while working from home full-time. He is a fierce advocate for her, getting her into the necessary treatments and doctors so that my mom has the best treatment we can get for her. For sicker or for poorer, these vows remain unbroken. And the way he cares for my mom while he himself copes with the diagnosis, she is the love of his life, and he continues to show her that. It's a true inspiration. He makes me want to be a better spouse to my husband because in a blink of an eye, your life, your normal, can be changed, gone. I hope I can be as selfless and caring as he is. I wish that I could do more for him and my mom as I am not close, but I think letting people know how special he is one way to tell him how much I love him and am so proud of him. Nominated by Cassie Parks. Charity Klopp. It is with great enthusiasm that I nominate my wife, Charity Klopp, for the Legacy of Love Award. Charity has been my rock and my cheerleader since my diagnosis with stage 3 brain cancer in 2008. When the surgeons told her that I would certainly die and the craniotomy would only buy me some time, she refused to lose faith or allow me to either. When it came time to drive to the Mayo Clinic for further care and I couldn't drive due to my seizure, she drove us there several times in ice storms and blizzards for appointments and a second surgery. She encouraged our daughters who were 6 and 4 at the time and was strong and positive for them. She never allowed any one of us to lose hope. She was understanding when the side effects of the surgeries, surgical infection, chemotherapy, and radiation made life difficult and made me behave unlike myself. Charity's unending optimism was infectious, and I truly believe that without her propping me up on a daily basis, I would not have survived. It has been 11 years since I was first diagnosed and 9 years since my treatments were completed, but Charity continues to be understanding when it comes to the lingering effects I still experience as a result of the treatments and surgeries. I have never met anyone more compassionate and selfless than my wife, and am so lucky to have her in my life throughout the entire cancer experience. Nominated by Chris Klopp.